Hi everyone, it's Krista and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're not new, hi again. So this is my channel. I love to make all kinds of DIYs on a budget, Dollar Tree DIYs. I also love to do thrift flips, and I also absolutely love to make wreaths. So if you like what you see here, you know what to do. Hit that red subscribe button. Also give me a thumbs up. It helps my channel, and leave me a comment because I love to hear what you guys think. You can also find me on Instagram and Pinterest. And I also have a wreath shop. It's called Krista's Wreath Designs. It's an Esty shop. I will have all those links down below. Today is all about under $5. And our hosts are Crafty Cove and Farm Charm Chic. And our co-host today is creating it myself. Sorry, guys. So on to DIY number 1. So the first DIY, I'm going to use one of these little wooden houses from the Dollar Tree, a couple of those letters from the Dollar Tree, and some of my Waverly antique wax. And I am going to brush that on all of the wood house, all over it, the front, the back, the sides, all of it. And then I'm going to wipe it with my what do you call it? Paper towel. And then I'm going to take the letters that I have, the H, the M, and the E. And these come in a package from the Dollar Tree as well. And I'm going to paint these with my chalk paint in the color ink by Waverly. And I'm going to use this scrapbook paper that I had on one of my pads from a while back. But I really like it. And I traced it out, and now I'm just going to use a glue stick to glue this on. You can use Mod Podge if you prefer, but I use the glue stick and it works just fine. And then I'm going to smooth it out. This cardstock is really thick, so I wasn't too worried about it. Now I'm going to use this little pick I had from Walmart. It had some lemons on it, and then I had this brown lemon. And I'm going to spell out home. So I'm going to use those wooden letters and then that little lemon slice to say home. And I think this is so cute. I really like this idea. I think it turned out super cute. But yeah. But I mean, you could do this in any color variation that you like, any scrapbook paper that you like. And I just glued everything down with my hot glue gun. And then once that was done, I wanted to decorate the top of the house. So I grabbed a couple picks that I had. This is just some greenery, some from the Dollar Tree. And I just took those green pieces that I had left over from a previous project. And I just glued them to the tippy top of my roof, kind of going one way and the other. And then once I glued those down, trying not to burn my fingers, I took this buffalo check ribbon that I just tied into a simple bow, and I'm going to glue that right in the center. And that's it for this DIY, guys. There it is. Isn't it cute? I absolutely love the way that turned out. And so cheap to make, but yet looks so high-end. So like I said, today is all about 5 under 5. That is where we take items that are under $5 and we use 5 items. There will be a huge playlist down below. I already told you who our guest host is this month and our hosts are. And yeah. So here is our Simply Blessed calendar from the Dollar Tree. A couple years back, I still have it. And then I had this piece of wood that was so good. It was such a good piece of wood that I found at my thrift store, and it was only $2.99. So I picked it up because I knew I could make something really good with it. Now I'm just taking my Waverly chalk paint in the color ink, and I just did the edges of that this plaque with that. And then I cut out the gather together with the lemons on it in this little wreath, and I cut it so that it fit each piece of wood on there because I want those shiplap pieces to show through. So the cracks in the wood, I want to see that. So now I'm just going to take some Mod Podge and I'm going to glue those down to each section on my little piece of wood here. And this was a great find at the thrift store. You guys always got to check them out. You never know what you can pick up, and you can make something look really beautiful for really cheap. And then I'm just going to smooth it out, make sure there's no bubbles or wrinkles or anything. And it did smooth out really well. Now, you can't find this calendar anymore because this was from 2 years ago. But the new ones have tons and tons of beautiful pictures in them that you could pick out, or you can even grab something online and print it out on your printer. That works too. But this is what I used because that's what I had. And yeah, it turned out super cute. I absolutely love it. And it matches my decor in my house because I use lots of lemons. So then I just went over the top of it with the Mod Podge as well because I wanted to seal it. This is matte Mod Podge. It also is going to tone down that shiny surface that is on the calendar paper. And it'll make it look more, you know, like it's supposed to be on the wood. And then I just went in with my nail file and I went in between each one of the cracks. It just fit in there perfectly. So, but I didn't do this until it was completely dry. So make sure Mod Podge and your whole picture is completely dry. And then I went around the edges with my sand, my little finger sander, and I went around the edges and just made sure I got off all that excess paper and made it look nice and smooth. And there it is, you guys. Super simple, yet so cool, so high end. Absolutely love the way it turned out. You guys gotta let me know which one you like the best in the description box down, in the comments down below. You guys, this was a steal. So I got this for $4.24 at Michael's. They had it in the clearance section because the metal piece was coming out. It was popping out. All I did was take it home, put some hot glue on it, and glued it down. That's it, guys. $4.24. And then I didn't like the color of the wood on the outside. I mean, you could leave it as is, but for me, I just wanted to sand it and as much as I could. And I went in with the darker color, the antique wax, to kind of match everything that I was putting together today. And that goes in my house. And I just put it on, and then I put some tape around that piece of, in the front part of the picture, because I didn't want to get any antique wax on that, of course. And then I just painted the front. And all I did was wipe off the excess of the antique wax with my paper towel. And it turned out absolutely gorgeous. That's all I did, you guys, for $4.24. It was way under the $5. So yeah, always look in your clearance. Never know what you could find. I also found another picture that I'm going to be doing in one of my other videos that you're going to see that I got really cheap too. Yeah. This was definitely a good find. And then I just took the tape off, and if I got any of that antique wax onto that white, the front part of that sign, I just wiped it with my baby wipe and it came right off. So, because it is antique wax, this is like chalk paint, so it works really, really well. And that's all I did. Once it was nice and dry, and this came out so cute. Look at that. And it's got the lemons, the bees, everything I have. Now on to DIY number 4. This one's super simple too, you guys. I got this picture frame from the Dollar Tree. It's okay the way it is, but I wanted it to change it up a little bit. So I found this scrapbook paper in one of my paper pads, and I'm going to use it. And then I just took that lemon sign out that was already in it, and there was glass on top of this one. So now what I did is, this is plastic, but in order to make your paint like adhere to the plastic a little bit better, I still use my sander and I go around and sand it. And what that does is it just helps your paint stick a little bit better. So I'm using plaster. This is by Waverly, and it's just like an off, like ivory color paint, and it's like an off-white. And I just went over it with it, and I just kind of did like a heavy dry brush with my paintbrush. I didn't go, sorry guys, I'm very sick right now and I'm trying to do a voiceover. And I just, went over it like that. And that's what it looked like. I didn't go completely over it. I wanted a little bit of that color that was underneath to show. And then I came in with my antique wax, and with that same little chippy brush, I went around the edges of the outside of the frame, and also I go on the edges of the inside of the frame as well. And then you're going to see I'm just going to go over the whole thing too, because what I wanted to do is I wanted to make it look like it was worn out wood. It's been sitting out for a long time. I love that rustic look. So that's what I was going for. And I just did that. And the outside of this frame came out so good. I absolutely love it. And you'll see with that scrapbook paper that I used, I really liked how it looks inside of this as well when I put it back in. And then I just dry brushed around. And if I went heavy in some spots, I just went in with my baby wipe and wiped a little bit, or I went over it again with the plaster paint. And then I just traced out with that cardboard piece that's on the back of that. And I just traced out what I wanted of that lemon scrapbook paper that I have here. And then I just cut it out. And it says, "This is my happy place." And I thought this was so cute. And then I just used a glue stick again to adhere this down, because it's just cardboard that I was adhering it to. And I, when you can use a glue stick, that's my opinion, use the glue stick, because it just doesn't bubble up or anything like the Mod Podge would. And then I put the glass back in the picture frame, and now I am just going to, I had a hard time getting it back in. And then I just wiped it down real good because I got fingerprints all over it. And then I just turned it over and put the picture in, and that was it for this DIY, you guys. Isn't it cute? Look at, and I love how the picture frame turned out. So there it is. I hope you guys like it. Let me know what you think. And now to our last DIY number 5. This one I absolutely love. I've been wanting to do this for a couple years now, and I haven't had the time. So I took 3 mason jars. I got these 2 for 99 cents at my thrift store. So always look for those mason jars. And then I just took my chalk paint in white, and I'm using this little dauber from the Dollar Tree sponge painter, and I'm just dabbing. I'm doing like a pouncing motion up and down, and this I find is the easiest way to paint glass. I like it. Gives it texture. Not just that, it also only need 1 coat when you do that. So that's what I do. That's my tip for you guys. And then I just took my finger sander and I went over, once it was dry, over all that writing that's on the glass, and I just went over a little bit, not too much, just a little. And then I also went right on the glass as well in a couple spots, and I also sanded it a little bit to make it look rustic. So that's what I was going for, the rustic look. You guys know that I always like, and if you've been on my channel for a while, you know that's what I like. And then I went over this whole little like fruity part that was on the mason jar as well, and then I went on the top as well. Just a little bit, and made it look really rustic and really cute. And I didn't go crazy. I just went in little spots. As you could see, didn't go really fast. And then I did that to the other 2. And then I took this great, I love this ribbon from the Dollar Tree. Every time I see it, I pick it up because I'm afraid they're not going to bring it back out again. And I just wrapped it around the top part of each one of the mason jars and glued it down, just to give it an extra rustic, decorative look, farmhouse look to it, because it's all about farmhouse today decor, if I didn't mention that in the beginning, which I think I forgot. And then I just put these lemon picks in it that I got at Walmart, you guys. They were 99 cents. So I hope you guys like it, and let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to check everybody out. The links will be all down below. The playlist will be down below. And I want to thank you guys for watching. As always, stay crafty. Bye.